Hello everybody, my name is TennisF and we are here playing FTL, Faster Than Light. I hate this game, but I love it. I can't stop playing this. It is very nice. Um, so what I'm going to try to do in this LP is I haven't gotten to the end of the game, so I'm going to try to beat the game in this Let's Play. And we'll just go from there. So, like I said, I've done a couple of runs uh, on this game, and I've only unlocked the NG Cruiser. Uh, Not fantastic, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to use the Crystal for a majority of these runs. I don't even have Type B unlocked, I only have Type A. And because I'm a scrub, I'm gonna play it on easy. And we gotta name our ship, and we will name the ship the SS-10SF. Yeah, buddy. And let's get our crew going. We got... let's go with the guy, and we'll name him Drew. And go back. Whoops. Oh, god damn it. What we'll do, we'll rename you Drew. Accept. We'll name you Daniel. And we'll name you Aiden. Very good crew, all of them very close friends of mine. And it just reset my shit. No, it didn't. Well, it did. It did. Oh my god. We gotta get this going here. So, we have Aiden, we've got to get Drew in here, and we gotta get... We have 2 Drews now. We have 4 Drews. What the hell is this? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Try this one more time. Drew, 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 Drew. Fuck. We need Aiden. And we need a different... Aiden. Customize. Drew. Accept. Accept. And then we got... Daniel. There we go. Now we're good to go. So let's hope that we don't die. So the data you're carrying is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving to the next, but get to the exit before the pursuing rebel fleet can catch up. So basically the point of this game is to get from point A to point B in every sector. I think there are 10 sectors, there might be more. I've only made it as far as 6 before I horribly died. And what happens is, this is where we are right now. We have to make a choice between, in our case, 3 unvisited locations, and each of these locations can hold something terrible for us, or nothing at all. So what we're going to do is, we've got this power system here. So our power right now is going towards our shields, which power the ship's shields, and then we've got the engines, which powers I think the engines power everything on the ship. So if your engines go down, you don't have any power and you can't get anywhere. So you can't FTL drive, or you can't use your FTL drive to jump to different places. Your oxygen is important because this is what keeps everybody on your ship alive. Your med bay, this thing here, it gets your crews healed up, especially important after battles. And your weapon system here, probably the most important thing, it controls the amount of energy going to your different weapons. So in this case, I have 3 bars, and I have one of those bars going into the missile launcher, the Artemis, which takes up missiles, but the burst laser, which doesn't take up any ammunition at all, but occupies 2 energy slots. So let's get to it. We start off with 30 scrap because we're playing on easy. So let's see what awaits us. Oh, so we've got a danger. We're right next to a sun, and we've got a pirate on us right now. Oh god, this isn't good. Okay. So, I've just paused the game, so this'll stop things from going right now. I'll get Drew on weapons, and I'll get Daniel on shields. Aiden can stay on the pilot's helm. And right now, we've got the Artemis and the burst laser charging, so hopefully we can get some shots off before they can do a lot of damage to us. So what we've done is we've just disabled their weapon system so they can't shoot us, but we've got fires on the ship now because of the solar flares. We'll try to have Drew and Daniel put that fire out. Hopefully they can do it before there's any damage done. So the fire stopped. We'll get Drew and Daniel back to their respective stations. And, oh, they're already dead. Okay. So, next point of action is to take out whatever fires we got, and our FTL drive is damaged, so we'll have Drew and Daniel go take out the fire in the FTL room, and we'll have Aiden take out the fire in the camera control room. Camera control is actually very important. These three here, I haven't talked about those. Basically, we've got the piloting room, where basically, the piloting room isn't that important. Oh god, we have to get out of here. Okay, screw the camera systems for now. Get back onto the shields, Daniel. Aiden, you're gonna be okay, I think. So we just lost piloting and we just lost cameras. Piloting isn't that important, but you need to have a pilot on the ship if you want to FTL drive anywhere. So even if you have somebody on engines, you'll need somebody on the pilot's helm to get anywhere. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have everybody get into the medbay except for Aiden. You'll stay there for now. So we've got a fire in the medbay. I didn't realize. This is off to a booming start, people, but we can FTL jump out of this hellhole for now and hope that nothing is at the other end of this, so we can take some time to kind of reorient ourselves. We are not in a position to fight right now, so we're just gonna let them go. So Aiden, you can stop piloting for now. We'll have you repair the camera control while Drew and Daniel are repairing the medbay. So basically, like I said, you need piloting in order to jump, and you need your engines online in order to jump as well. Oh god. So we've got fires down here. What we can do instead of having our crew members go take that fire out is we can open these doors. This is what door control is for. This is the pause button looking thing here. So basically we can open the doors whenever you like, and in this case we're going to open the doors to let the oxygen drain out and smother the fires. And another thing that's important is when we're done with the fires... Oh, no. We don't want you to spread. Hopefully it doesn't damage the shield systems before it spreads any further, but we should be okay. Okay, so now that the fire's gone, what we're going to do is we're going to close all the doors and then open all the doors of the ship, so that way we let the oxygen diffuse back into the air. We'll get Aiden back on the pilot's helm, Drew back on weapons, Daniel back on shields. You'll just have to go with a little less oxygen for now, buddy. Camera controls allows us to see what's in our ship at this level. As we upgrade camera controls or the sensors more and more, we'll actually be able to see into enemy ships that we fight. So for now we want to get to the exit, but we also want some scrap. So scrap is the currency in game. You can use scrap to upgrade your ship or buy parts and fuel from stores which are found randomly as you travel along. But for now, ooh. Especially well-armed pirate ship approaches you, hand over one of your crew members, and we will never surrender one of our crew to slavers. Although, if I did have the option to pick, I would send Daniel first. Don't ask why. It's just he's that type of guy. He would take a hit for the team, I'm sure. So right now we've got Drew on weapons. Nobody is particularly specializing in anything right now. We surrender, take one of our slaves as tribute. Always a good thing to take. And we've got Luan on our crew now. Now that we've got a fourth person on our crew, we can have him get to the FTL drive or the engine room. You're very slow though, that's a problem. We'll keep him there for now because what can happen is enemy ships can have teleporting rooms where... Oh, no. Close doors, close doors, close doors. Oh shit, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. I have done that so many times. It is not cool. Holy shit, that scared me. So what happens generally is when enemies teleport in, they'll go straight for the oxygen room first, so that way it becomes a bit more of a battle of attrition. So we'll keep him here because he's got the most health out of the rest of us here. Can't say much for his combat experience. The Mantis, these are rock people, I believe, and then the Mantis people do more damage. There are several races of aliens that you can have join your crew, but I haven't met them all. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to this distress signal and see what's what. Hopefully we can get some more scrap out of this. Distress call was a lure to attract unwitting ships. Okay, we're ready for a fight. We can do this. Let's go for their weapons first, and then we will bomb their shields because they've got shields. We need to upgrade our shields too, actually, so hopefully we get a good amount of scrap out of this fight. Take everything when I forget this happened. They're giving us 3 missiles, 1 drone parts, and 11 scrap. That's not good enough, man. I'm sorry. They've taken out our scanner, though, so what we're going to have to do is have Daniel try to repair that while we fight these guys. There you go. Very good. And yeah, we got a little bit more scrap out of that. Not as many missiles, I think, but we also got fuel out of that, which is... fuel is a very precious commodity because every time you jump, you use a piece of fuel. So we definitely want as much fuel as we can, and having that little bit of fuel will always help. So let's head down here. We'll try to head to the exit of the sector. Scanners are showing intelligent life forms in nearby planet. No matter their investigate. They land a small shuttle in an enormous field whose only occupants are small, brightly colored, 6-legged, horse-like animals. Could they be what your scans picked up? Bring some of the creatures on board to sell. Try to communicate peacefully. None of your attempts to communicate seem to work, but as you prepare to leave, one of the creatures centers forward and forcefully nudges you away from the ship. He seems to want you to follow him. Eventually, the creatures guide you to an old NG ship's crash site. And we reactivated NG. Cool. So we've got another crew member in our team now. The engineer. I believe engineers would be good for the FTL drive or the engine room. So we're gonna just have Luan occupy the oxygen room in case any boarders do try to do something smart. So what we can do... Oh, there's a store there. Let's head to the store before we FTL out of here. So at the store you can buy more crew members, some new weapons. There are some augmentations which you can select from too. You can fix your ship, you can buy fuel, buy missiles, and buy drone parts. I have never actually tried to use drones before, so I'm not entirely sure how good that would be. Burst laser, another burst laser Mark II would be great, but I believe I've got one on us right now. And it occupies, yeah, it does occupy 2 slots, so in most of my runs I find that I don't use the Artemis too much as soon as I get a second weapon. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to sell the Artemis. Hopefully that's a good idea. We're going to buy the burst laser Mark II. We could buy a heavy ion. Heavy ion would be good. I have never had a hull smasher laser either. But then again, I'd rather have the burst laser because each of the shots, it fires 3 shots each one, and then fires 3 shots, which each shot can take down a layer of shields. So essentially, we can have up to 6 shots in a volley, which will be good for taking down a very thick layer of shields. But our only problem right now is that we do not have the capacity, the energy capacity for it. So what I'm gonna have to invest in later is 35 scrap into more weapon control, and then 20 more scrap to buy 1 more power bar in order to get both burst lasers working at once. So Daniel's starting to specialize in shields and repair a little more. Drew is starting to specialize in weapons a little more. Aiden's still not learning anything, but he's repairing. The rest of our crew isn't doing too well in the learning department either. So we should buy some fuel before we head out, actually. Well, let's get all 3. What we can do from here, these guys, you want to avoid, this is the kind of pressure of the game. If you take too long kind of going from place to place, this big red wave of rebels will catch up to you, and if they do, every fight you're going to get, or every fight that, or every, how do I put this, every location that you go to that is occupied by this red space will become a fight against really tough rebel enemies, so you want to avoid being here as much as possible. We've got lots of breathing room right now though, so what I plan on doing is hitting up these 2 places to see if we can get any extra scrap before moving on to the exit. So hopefully things don't go bad. We were gonna reject your toll in the first place. Get ready to be destroyed, sir. Let's target weapon systems first. Hopefully we'll get a good amount of scrap out of this, but what we're gonna have to do is I just had an interesting thought. Because Luon is slow, we'll have him operate the engine room, and we'll have our engineer on standby because engineers repair things, I think it's 50% faster than other races. So ideally we'll want him on standby in case anything goes wrong, and we've disabled their weapon systems, which is always good. From here we can go for their shield system, actually, not their oxygen. There we go, shields are down. We can go for the weapons array again before they can fully repair it. Maybe we'll go for oxygen after this, but I don't think we'll have to. 25 scrap, always good. Ship, we can... I'd rather buy it all at once, so let's just FTL jump to this place here. The thing about exploring is that there's an... Scans reveal a large asteroid field nearby. Useful minerals while we wait for the FTL to recharge. Hull is very important too. Once your hull goes down, then you're dead. It's too dangerous, won't chance it. So there are multiple ways, well, 2 major ways that off the top of my head, that you can lose this game, and that's your whole crew dying or your hull exploding. Most of the times that I've died, it's from all of my crew dying more so than the hull getting destroyed, but it has happened before. So before they get close, we'll hit up this last place here just to see if there's anything we can... Nope, you're gonna die too. Yeah, now these guys have drones, so we should take out their weapons first and then go for their drone control. Luckily their drone isn't Their drone isn't penetrating the shield, but it will do a lot of damage if that shield goes down. So their weapons system is down right now, so we're gonna take out that drone control. And then... now their weapon system's back online now, we'll take that out. Their drone control isn't working though, so we'll try to use that to our advantage. Drew, you gotta stop missing, man. You're on there for a reason. You're the most experienced out of anybody on this ship. There you go. Ooh, they're giving us 6 fuel and 15 scrap. That's actually a really good deal, so we'll take that. And that's it. Let's get out of Dodge and on to the next sector. Oh. Mercenaries are... My experience with mercenaries is that they're really tough to fight. We have no need of his services. I don't want to fight him at the stage we're at right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to the next sector. Oh, and that is a very nice looking map for the beginning part anyways. So what we've got here is, from what I understand, the civilian sectors. They give a lower chance of negative encounters, so like places where you end up fighting and stuff. Hostile is increased chances of fighting encounters, and we have no nebulas, but what happens in nebulas is that the camera systems are pretty much always jammed whenever you're inside a nebula, so those are never good to be in, but sometimes you don't have a choice. So what we're going to do is we're obviously going to try to maximize this path here, so we're going to take the NG controlled sector. And you've arrived in NG space. The Mantis has been threatening your NG core worlds, but you should be able to stock up for your journey. Very nice. So the exit's over here, so we can take our time a little bit with this, so I think this would be the shortest route here if we took this downward path. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Let's go down there. Ooh. Assistance requested, danger present, imminent destruction. We can respond to the call and try to help, and if it is a bunch of rebels, we can take them out. Hopefully. So let's do it. How did I know? How? Oh, no. Okay, so we've got... Yeah, see, they're going straight for the oxygen, which is exactly what I predicted. So we'll have our rock move in there to try to hold them off for now, and our NG to kind of hold off. These guys are mantises too, so that's not exactly good because they are the best warriors hand-to-hand combat. They're the best hand-to-hand combat race, and our rock is gonna die. Pause the game. God damn it. I missed my pause. So I don't even remember his name. The rock guy died. But we still have our NG, so that really is what matters to me more. But we're gonna try to keep everybody alive for now. We'll get our NG back in there. And we'll get Aiden off the ship for now. Or off the pilot controls for now. Just to help fight this guy. But we might have to pull our NG out again. Our burst laser's ready to go, so let's take that out. Come on, Aiden. There you go, you got him. Okay, so Leanne, I think his name was, died. I honestly don't remember the name. So Daniel, you were on shields, I believe, so let's get you back there. Drew, get back on weapons. Aiden, get to the medbay first, then heal up, and then we'll have Marcus on the FTL drive now, and we'll get you back into the pilot's room. And our burst laser has been sitting pretty, waiting for us. There we go. Not particularly good, that last one. I got a little bit careless there. What were you looking for? We were looking for weapon control and more power bars, so we can power up our burst laser now. Next thing, we're going to try to invest in the shields. But there is a store there. The store is kind of out of the way right now, but we only have 13 scrap, so we're not gonna bother. It's another one of these, huh? Let's do it this time. Let's get this right, people. Nobody dying this time. So going straight for the oxygen room as usual. Oh, they are staying in the engine room this time, but there's only one of them in there, so we'll just keep it like this for now. Hopefully the two of these guys can take them out. But it looks like we might have to pull Drew out of that fight. Yeah, we're gonna have to pull him out. Marcus should be able to take care of him. No, you are not gonna be able to take care of him. You are... not gonna chance it. You're not gonna be able to take care of him. So get rid of him before he destroys our engine room. Burst lasers are ready to go. Should have noticed that earlier. So Drew, get back on weapons. As soon as Marcus is done here, we'll get him back into the engine room. They're trying to get weapons back online right now, but we've got them suppressed, and that's our win. Yeah, we gotta be careful of those mantises because they tend to have teleporting technologies. So should be a little bit more wary of them next time, but who's got the best hand-to-hand combat experience here? All the humans are roughly the same, but our engineer isn't that great. Let's just invest in that. We can kinda take the scenic route for this. We've got tons of fuel, but don't want to get too overzealous with its consumption. There we go. Okay, they're powering up their FTL. If they get away, then the ship fleet will come in faster. So we're gonna immediately target their FTL drive and maybe their weapon system too, so that way they don't attack us. Where's that gonna hit? Daniel, he'll be okay. So their FTL drive is down. It's delayed now, so we're just gonna keep attacking their weapons, their shields too. Oh, that's not good. Okay, get that NG out of there. Gonna get these doors open so we can snuff the fire before anything happens. Drew, you need to stay on weapons, dude. I don't know what you're doing. Okay, our FTL's down. We can't get anywhere now, but we can get that repaired as soon as we get rid of these guys, which shouldn't take too long. But we should be okay. So we'll close these two doors. We will open all the doors of the ship so that way we get the oxygen diffused in. And we'll get you back on the FTL drive. Ship breaks apart and you're relieved to know that you're still one step ahead of the fleet. Very nice. So now we need to invest in more power bars in order for this to work. So, how is our evasion looking? We need our FTL drive back up. We need a 10% evasion. Actually, you know what? Let's take a quick break and have everybody heal up. Next time we come back, we will continue our adventure.